And now it is my privilege to announce the honorees for this evening. Our first award tonight is the Rising Star Award. The honor is given to someone whose energy, leadership, and vision light the way for others. A rising star is not only someone with talent, but someone who uses that talent to build community and create lasting impact. This year's recipient, Tasha Kaminsky, embodies that spirit. Tasha is a dynamic, philanthropic leader with more than 15 years of experience guiding nonprofits to new levels of success. She has secured major corporate partnerships, launched the first woman-led capital campaign in the Diocese of St. Augustine, and continues to design bold strategies that mobilize people around meaningful causes. Tasha is also a builder of spiritual and cultural life. She co-founded Ashrenu and Matovu, two thriving Jewish nonprofits that remain vibrant centers for worship, learning, and justice. Today, she leads transformative and legacy giving at the Gateway Arch Park Foundation, ensuring that one of our nation's most iconic landmarks is accessible for generations to come. Grounded in her Jewish faith, Tasha centers her life on Torah study, service, and cultivating kindness. She makes her home here in St. Louis with her family, dogs, and cats, while continuing to inspire others through her work and witness. It is my great honor to present the Rising Star Award to Tasha Kaminsky.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh gosh. First of all, I want to say, what a beautifully executed event. This has been a gorgeous and meaningful evening so far, so please recognize the people who made this night possible. Happy fourth night of Sukkot, the Jewish Harvest Festival. During Sukkot, we build a sukkah, a temporary dwelling like the tents the Israelites lived in while they wandered the desert. It is a festival that recalls that there was a time our people knew no home, just tents and roaming. And all that kept us together on our journey through the wilderness was our faith that God would show us where we were meant to be. At a time when so many of our neighbors have to navigate being unhoused, at a time of unprecedented challenges right here in our city, it seems only fitting that we recognize the work that St. Josephine Bakhita Parish is doing. I know that your parish has called out to many talented people to do God's work in housing the unhoused. It gladdens my heart that a community so rich in faith has taken that treasure and listened to the words the prophet Isaiah spoke for God. This is the fast I desire. It is that you share your bread with the hungry and to take the poor into your home. Everyone deserves the dignity of knowing a clean, safe home. And our city is so fortunate to have a parish like yours that gives us faith that we will end up where we are meant to be. Thank you for everything you do for this community, and thank you so much for graciously welcoming me into it tonight. Thank you.
Now, the Servant Leader Award recognizes someone who leads not by position or power, but through humility, generosity, and service. A servant leader lifts others up, places the needs of the community above their own, and shows us what it truly means to follow Christ's call to serve. Tonight, we honor Carol Johnson for embodying that spirit. Through her faith, commitment, and daily witness, she reminds us that true leadership begins with service. Her dedication to St. Vincent de Paul, St. Anne Novena, St. Anne Visitation, and so much more will live on. Carol was taken away from us too soon, but her memory will live on through all of us. Please join me in celebrating this year's Servant Leader Award recipient, Carol Johnson. Accepting the award in her memory tonight are her children, friends, and family.
Good evening. I'm Karen Jones. I'm Carol Johnson's daughter, and I'll just be very brief. When our family moved to the city, we joined Visitation, and which later became Visitation St. Anne Shrine. And we remained at Visitation St. Anne Shrine until it closed. She made sure that the novena moved alongside her and other members of Visitation to St. Nicholas. When St. Nicholas merged with St. Josephine Bakhita, she was instrumental in making sure that that novena lived on at that church because it was very important to her. She was someone, if you knew her, a woman of faith and a woman of service. She served the church in many different capacities over the years, and she did that with lots of joy. She made many meaningful relationships and friendships, and she cherished the time that she spent with them. And so, as a servant leader, she took pride in mentoring young people. She was a collaborative leader, and she was someone who was very gifted at recruiting others to work alongside her. And so it is my honor to accept this award on behalf of my mother, Carol Johnson. Thank you for the invitation, and we are very proud that you all have selected her for this first honor.
Our Community Builder Award honors a leader whose faith and dedication create bridges of hope, belonging, and opportunity. A community builder sees possibilities where others may see obstacles, and they work tirelessly to bring people together in love and justice. This year's honoree, Pastor Raphael P. Darden, is a proud St. Louis native and graduate of Cardinal Ritter College Prep. She holds a degree in theological studies from St. Louis Christian College and is currently pursuing her master's and doctorate in biblical studies. Pastor Darden's ministry began under the late Bishop Courtney Allen Jones at a time when women were not always welcomed into the pulpit. Yet her courage, obedience, and faithfulness paved the way for more than 25 years of leadership. She has served as youth pastor, executive pastor, pastor of Christian education, pastor of women, and overseer of multiple ministries. Each step prepared her for her current role as senior pastor of the cathedral at Pleasant Grove, located in the Ville. Her passion, love, and deep spiritual investment in the Ville community are unmatched. Pastor Darden leads with a servant's heart, guided by the principles of real love, encouragement, support, and the truth of God's word. She is passionate about evangelization, Christian education, and mentoring souls to life. Beyond the pulpit, Pastor Darden uses her creativity to share the gospel as founder of the Bible Stories Theater Group, as well as through her gifts as an author, playwright, songwriter, and recording artist. For her steadfast leadership, her vision for community, and her profound commitment to the Ville, we are honored to present the Community Builder Award to Pastor Raphael Darden.
Thank you so much. It is such a joy and a privilege to be here with you this evening. Just want to give a disclaimer. We double booked Father Mitch. We double booked. We have a community event happening currently right now at my church, but we wanted to stop by and just to say thank you. Thank you for your commitment to the community. I am not only a part of the community, I've lived in the community, and I have the privilege of serving. This is my third year as senior leadership at the Cathedral at Pleasant Grove, and we are excited about what is happening in our area. And so I am a proponent. I believe in one of my favorite quotes, one person can make a difference, but everybody should try. And so we are really trying. We're trying to teach others to try. We're trying our very best to be the hands, the feet, the smiles, the hugs of Jesus Christ and share the love of Christ with everyone we come in contact with. So we count this as a very big privilege to say thank you for not only your partnership and your commitment to the community, but to all of you for all that you do and contribute. So when you see the name Cathedral at Pleasant Grove, feel free to stop by and come on and hang out with us. Pull up your sleeves and let's get our hands and feet dirty so that we can share the love of Christ with everyone. God bless you tonight.
The St. Josephine Bakhita Legacy Award is the Covenant Award of the night. It is our highest honor, reserved for an individual whose life reflects courage, faith, perseverance, and a deep commitment to justice. These are the same qualities that St. Josephine Bakhita herself embodied, and they continue to serve as a light for our parish and our community. This year's recipient, Dr. LaTonia Collins-Smith, is a trailblazer in higher education and a true servant of her community. She is the first woman to serve as president of Harris-Stowe State University, a position she has embraced with vision and courage. Under her leadership, Harris-Stowe has become a place of possibility, where students not only gain access to higher education, but also discover their own power to lead and to serve. Dr. Collins-Smith has dedicated her career to championing access, equity, and excellence, always believing that education is one of the most powerful tools for justice and transformation. She has created pathways for students who might otherwise have been overlooked. And she has been a mentor, advocate, and inspiration to young people across St. Louis and beyond. Her legacy is not defined only by the titles she has held, but by the countless lives she has touched. She has opened doors that once seemed closed, and she has reminded us all that leadership is at its best when it is rooted in compassion and guided by faith. Just as St. Josephine Bakhita turned suffering into strength and bondage into freedom, Dr. Collins-Smith has turned challenges into opportunities and barriers into stepping stones for others. She continues to inspire future generations to dream boldly, to walk courageously, and to serve faithfully. It is with deep gratitude and great pride that we present the St. Josephine Bakhita Legacy Award to Dr. LaTonia Collins-Smith.
Well, good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here, and as I'm always humbled by any recognition that I receive, and I oftentimes think about, I was just sitting here thinking, I am a product of the Ville neighborhood. And if anybody knows 63113, I'm not supposed to be here. And so I am truly humbled and honored to represent Harris-Stowe State University, the only historically black college and university in the city of St. Louis. And I am truly humbled and honored by my calling and the ministry that I have been entrusted to lead at an institution that provides higher education, a quality education for the under-resourced and the underserved. And it is really my honor every day to seek students who have potential and help them understand the possibilities of what it is to be able to receive a higher education and how it can be transformative and how it can change not only their lives, but generations and neighborhoods much like mine that I grew up in. And so I am also so excited to see when they leave with the power of a higher education and what we affectionately call the power of Harris-Stowe State University. But I'm even more humbled this evening to be recognized with my pastor, Raphael P. Darden, who I always joke and say was my play mother in middle school. And I'm also humbled and grateful to be honored alongside my sorority sister, Carol P. Johnson, a true servant, leader in every way. And so I am grateful, I am thankful, and when you bow at your altars, do not forget Harris-Stowe. Continue to lift us in prayer and continue to lift our name as we do the work. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to all of our awardees tonight.